Prime XPT is the most powerful trading platform offering immediate access to over 30 assets. Trade cryptocurrencies, forex, commodities, stock indices, and much more, all from a single Bitcoin settled account. Visit the link below and start trading on Prime XPT in minutes.
Ferrum Network is an interoperable DeFi ecosystem offering token pre-sales, staking as a service, project incubation, and much more. Visit theburpnest.com/ferrum. Globe is an upcoming crypto derivatives exchange offering up to 100 times leverage on crypto and DeFi perpetual contracts. Sign up for early rewards at theburpnest.com/globe.
All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to tonight's webinar. So I see a lot. We get a lot of people in YouTube, and I just want yeah, welcome everyone, obviously. But I just need to tell you also that I'm getting some questions in the big market chat too, and that's our you know, in-house, not in-house, but that's the platform we're using to stream these daily webinars to our members. And I'm gonna be prioritizing the questions in the big market chat for the Nest Club members, obviously. And whenever I have time, I will check over to the YouTube to see what's up there. Anyway, all right, let's go. So we got Bitcoin, obviously, incredible. Like every day the price action on Bitcoin is surprising me. It's just unbelievable. By the way, how is the sound working? And if you can hear me, please type something, preferably yes, I can hear you, or something like that. All right. I'm not seeing anybody typing anything, so hopefully you guys can hear me. I've been playing around with the mic, so hopefully, guys, come on, can you please write something? Yes, perfect. All right. So let's go. Let's take a look at Bitcoin right here. So we released a I released a Bitcoin report on Thursday. And I want to take a look at that one. So the Bitcoin reports are released daily in the Discord, the Burp Nest Discord, and they're free, right? They're free for everyone. You just have to join the Discord. I recommend you guys that are not in the Nest Club right now, you should go to theburpnest.com, right? And you will be able to not only join the Discord for free, you will be able to sign up for the Nest Club membership for free for 7 days, right? 7 days trial, no commitments, sign up for free, see what the community is all about, and try it out. And you get to ask us questions, and yeah, whatever. And of course take our calls, right? So the Bitcoin report. We have the Bitcoin report for Thursday, where basically we had had this chart right here, where I talked about how we had the 4 hour chart is showing a very clear sign of a very clear trend right here. So before breaking above the 42k area, which was the I think the previous all-time highs and the range high, right? Let's look at this chart right here. Yeah, so that's the previous highs right here, and the range highs of this range right here. So before we had that breakout, we had the EMAs nicely fanned out here, signaling a nice strong trend, and we prices keep bouncing off the 20 EMA on the 4 hour. Haven't even tested the 50 EMA right here. So with this in mind, obviously when the trend is up, you think you would expect the trend to continue up for as long as the trend is up. I mean, it's that simple. That's how you want to trade. If you're a trend trader, you want to be following the trend, and right now the trend's up. And the trend's going to be up until you have a reversal. So I want to talk about that, right? I want to talk about potential targets for this uptrend. And I'm going to be basing the uptrend on the EMAs on the 4 hour. And the EMAs I'm using is the 20 EMA, the 50 EMA, and the 100 EMA. The 20 is the yellow, the green is the 50, and the blue is the 100. And basically to signal a strong uptrend for me, I want the EMAs to be nicely fanned out. I want them to be evenly spaced out. I want price to be bouncing off the slowest EMA, which is the 50 in this case. Let's go back and look at the major breakout at 20k. Exactly the same thing started to happen here. We had the breakout. We saw the 20, the 50, and the 100 nicely fanned out with, you know, good space between each other, and we're constantly, you know, bouncing up the 20 and the 50. It's not before we actually, you know, go below and start closing 4-hour candles below the 50 that we have a potential break in market structure. Well, we had the break in market structure before, but now we have a potential medium to high time frame reversal going on right here, right? But then you saw, you know, Bitcoin started to range, and now you saw that that trending motion with the EMA starting to you know, form once again, which for me was signaling a new trend to form, and that's exactly what happened. We broke 22k to the upside, and we have this simple trade right here. Now TA, like I always tell you guys, TA is super simple, right? TA is very simple, but trading is very hard. You can see here that, all right, so obviously if you just bought Bitcoin when you started to see this trending motion right here, you would have, you know, made money, obviously. But it's just not that easy when actually trading, because, you know, in TA you can expect certain things to happen, but as soon as you enter the trade, the whole trading psychology starts to work. It's magic on your mind, and you start to kind of question the whole thing, and that's why I always say that, you know, TA is easy, trading is very hard. But this is very simple. This is very simple. Bitcoin is, if you're a trend trader, Bitcoin is very nice to trade, because it really respects the trend for quite some time when it actually starts to trend, right? So if you actually buy Bitcoin every time it bounces off the 20 EMA, when the EMA looks like this, you're most likely gonna be making a lot of money, especially in a bull market like this. So for a very simple strategy, it's a very simple trend following strategy on Bitcoin is, you know, buy whenever the 20 is below the 50 and the 50 is below the 100 and the 20 is being respected as support, and sell whenever you know, the uptrend is broken, with having like a 4-hour open and close below the 50 EMA. So let's take that as an example, right? So let's say we stop buying right here. We're gonna have a stop, you know, a stop below the 100 EMA, and we're just gonna sell whenever we have like a 4-hour open and close below the 50 EMA, which should be up here. So that's a nice 14-hour trade right there. So next time this happens, it's gonna be right here most likely, and in this case you're gonna get most likely gonna get stopped out on this one, but then you enter a new trade right here, and I mean that this is a pretty cool trade. a casual you know, a casual 31-hour trade. You know, it's pretty fucking insane, honestly, and how simple this is. But here we got that trend form again, hitting the 20 EMA right there, putting the stop loss below the 100 EMA. You're now up on a 8-hour trade. So on this run right here, that would have been a, you know, a what is this down here, as a 15-hour trade, and then a 30-hour trade, and then on top of that an 8-hour trade, and then a, what is this, yeah, so 8-hour trade. So yeah, Bitcoin is very easy to trade as a trend trader, and the problem with this strategy right here, you can't really trade here. But the interesting part about this range right here, this is where you trade altcoins, right? All right, so this is where you want to enter the altcoins, because this is, well, when altcoins most likely explode, when Bitcoin shows you know, slow bleed, a slow sign of weakness or something like that. But like, please guys, just, if you're a Bitcoin trader, if you're actively trading Bitcoin, if you're not really sure what you're doing, and if maybe you're not, you know, that profitable, remember that when Bitcoin starts to trend, it's most likely going to trend hard, and it's going to trend for at least a couple of weeks. So get in on the trend and ride that trend until the end of trend, until you see a low to medium time frame break in market structure, which basically means you buy whenever you have higher highs and higher lows, and you exit that position whenever you start to see the first sign of a lower low and lower high. Basically, it's just that simple. It sounds very simple, but then you add trading psychology, and it's going to be very hard. Right, so let's take this idea right here that we talked about in the Bitcoin report. I didn't add the setup right here, but it's just it's exact same thing here. So we talked about the EMAs being nice to fan out. We talked about how price needs to kind of hit that 20 EMA and bounce off it. When you have confluence with the 20 EMA or the 50 EMA, right? When you have confluence, and what I mean by confluence is, you know, you have different technical indicators, you have, you know, levels, trend lines, what have you, right? Fibonacci levels, whatever. When different indicators or levels or tools that you're using is kind of lining up nicely on the level that you want to be buying, that's confluence, right? And the more confluence you have between technical indicators, the higher the probability is that it's going to bounce. And then we have another type of confluence that I really like, and that's why I love being, you know, part of a team of technical analysts like in the Bird Nest, is when you have traders who are using different technical ideas and tools come up with the same setup. That means I might be using one setup and system, and for example, Aperture or Jay or Knight might be using one, you know, very different system and strategy, but we come up with the same trade. That's not only confluence in my system, but it's also confluence between traders, and that's, in my opinion, the strongest type of confluence that you have, because it's kind of like confluence times 2, if you know what I mean. And this is one example of that, right? This is exactly what I like to see when going long, right? You have the -236 right here on Bitcoin, and I'm going to show you what I base this fib on. Basically, it's the low at 3K, 3.8, whatever. It's the low right here to the top that we put in at 42, right? So that's the low here to the top here. And the reason why I want these fibs on and I'm not putting new ones on is because I think the levels are very nicely respected. And we got the -236 up here, the -236. As you can see, price bounced nicely off the -236, confluent with the 20 EMA in an uptrend, where every bounce of the 20 EMA has nicely, you know, been nicely bought up. So we now know that the 20 EMA right here is confluent with the -236. So what we could do when price actually hits this level, right? Let's say we use the replay function here, we go down into the 15-minute, and we'll look for price to kind of, you know, come down and respect this level once again. Let's see if we could see like entry triggers for a very tight setup, right? So let's see. Basically, what we want to see here is a 50-minute bullish engulfing, or just a strong break in market structure, right? And I kind of like this structure right here. I would probably, let's see, what would I look for? Yeah, I would probably look for another move down. Here, and maybe we can add the RLC right here. So use that low to wherever the high is, and you see that that's the low RLC, right? So we want to buy down here. We want to buy close to the long RLC. Let's see, do we get a hit right there, right inside the long RLC? Boom, that's our candle. Now I'm gonna take a gamble right here, because this would most likely be a very high risk to reward setup, and if I get stopped out on this one, I can just take a new trade. But I would probably put my stop loss somewhere right here. Now, as you can see here, we are forming some type of W right here. So we could wait for break and retest like this too and enter here. But I'm going to take a gamble here and enter here. And if it gets stopped out, I'm going to enter on the second idea right here. So let's see. Yeah, so that worked out pretty nicely, right? So we got the touch of the RLC right here. And that's what I mean by, when I always talk about, base your trades on the high time frames and then zoom in to kind of snipe that entry to get the best possible entry. Now that's the stop loss, a 1% stop loss. Our target for this move right here is going to be the -618 up here. So around 65k, right? So check this out, right? It's going to be a 25-hour trade, and let's go forward here. So right now you would have been up almost 10R, right? Almost 10R. And the way I would play this is I would probably take 25% here, 25% here, and maybe 75% here. So that would be, 75, 50, 50. Well, I'm bad at math, but that's 50. I'd say it's around, this would be your average entry, maybe, I don't know. So somewhere between 15 and 20R, which is just crazy. So that's really what I'm looking for when kind of trading this. This is basically my trading style, I look for confluence areas and I look for trades based on the high time frames, and I kind of zoom in to look for that breaking mark structure or that confirmation of a good entry. Now the problem here, like, some people might look at this and like, why didn't you buy that one? Well, if you go back and you kind of add something here, let's add something here. Where do we have something? A vertical line right there. So we've got the 4-hour. You see that vertical line right there, it's not hitting the 20 EMA, right? It's not hitting the 20 EMA. It's way too far away from the 20 EMA. But this candle right here, that candle right there, that's actually very, very close to the 20 EMA on the 4-hour, right? So go to the 15-minute again, and you see the difference here, right? The difference is, the 20 EMA is right below that one, and that's the, that's what you're looking for, right? When trading this, you need high time frame confirmations. You might look at, the hourly, and if this truly is the bounce, then you want to see a breakout out of this range right here. So you kind of want to see a price moving like this, right? And you want to enter here because it's not really hitting that 20 EMA in the 4-hour, right? So you want to have a higher time frame confirmation. But when it's actually hitting that 20 EMA in the 4-hour, conflict with that fib level, and look at this, right? You're not really, well, you are perfectly hitting that level, but yeah. So there's better confluence here, right? Well, let's see on this example right here too. You're not really getting that W that I like to watch for, right? It's not really, it's not a perfect double, a bottom formation right here, but here you have the perfect double bottom formation. All right, something to think about. You're gonna be able to watch the replay of this, and honestly, watch the replay, apply this to your own trading, and I can almost, I'm not gonna be able to promise you, but I can promise you that if you follow this, if you do exactly as I showed you right now, you will mostly have some big winners if you're patient enough and not greedy when actually looking at this, watching them run, right? So I would recommend, instead of taking profits, too much profit on the way up, you could take up to 80% or maybe 75% profit, leave 25 or 20% of the position still open, and trail your stop up with the trend basically, and you could base the trend on the 3 EMAs based on how price action is respecting the, which EMA price action is respecting. All right, take some questions. But before that, let's look at Link. That's a beautiful reclaim right there. That's a beautiful reclaim, and this is what I talked about when we posted that setup. Where's that setup? Let's take a look. Is this the one? Yeah, this is the one. So this is what we talked about when we posted this setup, right? Oh wow, TP1 has actually been hit here. Anyway, so we entered here in in anticipation of this being breakout, and we had that breakout trend line. We had the retest of the area above the trend line, that support and resistance area, and we have now broken above that level and we claim the $35 area as support. And we're now in a very good position. We have a very good entry, and the stop loss is in a good, at a good level. So we should be in a good position for a potential move for Link to the upside. I would not recommend moving my stop loss right here, because moving your stop loss is basically it's too high risk to move your stop loss right here. The price action it's too sharp right here. We need another push up and another reclaim of his support higher. Probably this level right here. If we can reclaim this level as support, we can move our stop to entry. But right now we can't be too quick with moving our stops, because that will most likely mean we're going to get stopped out before the big run, which will most likely happen, because Link just goes up. I mean, Link is so this is not Bitcoin, this is an altcoin, right? And it's probably the most bullish chart in crypto, apart from, I mean, it's looking better than Bitcoin, and honestly, it's just extremely bullish. Should be long Link. If you're not long Link, you shouldn't be trading crypto. Well, be long Link. Buy Link. That's what I'm trying to say. Alright, so we got a question. Is 1 inch USDT in consolidation phase right now? 1 inch? It's a new coin. What the fuck? It's a, I mean, it's a fairly new coin. Yeah, I would definitely say that this could definitely be a consolidation, prior to the breakout. On the daily accumulation, consolidation, whatever. So we have some type of trend line right here. Let's just add that right here. So yeah, let's watch this trend line and let's see if we can break above $6, right? So I'm not going to be buying here, but if we can break and retest the $6 area, but we probably need a proper break out of this range right here. So yeah, I would say we need a proper break out of this range. By the way, guys, if you're watching on YouTube, please, you could why not stream in 180p? I'm pretty sure I should be streaming in 180p. I don't know why it's not in 180. That's weird. It says it's in this is 20, like 70, 20, whatever. See if I can change that. Yeah, the quality is quite bad on YouTube. I gotta look up that and see if I can make it better. Make it better for the next stream. Anyway, hit that like button if you're watching on YouTube. Get some more people in here. All right. I would probably, looks like it's reclaimed the range EQ here. Break we probably needs to break the range high for that violent push up. And right now it's ranging, and I'm not really comfortable trading a range like this, especially not on an altcoin. I want to see a clear range to form. This is a clear range, right? I mean, a clear trend. That's a clear trend. Right. Somebody says BNB and SXP are killing me. Positions are both deep in red. Well, Bitcoin is really running right now, and you should probably not be too heavy in altcoins when Bitcoin is running like it is right now. I mean, that's how the altcoin and Bitcoin relationship works. Really, when Bitcoin runs, altcoins got to wait, right? They will have their time, but they have to wait for the king of crypto to kind of be done with it. How do you feel about Ethereum? I feel very warm inside and bullish when I hear the word Ethereum. I mean, yes, we had this trade right here. I do think I recommended you guys to stay, to keep the keep 25% of this position still open with a trailing stop around 1636, and it now looks like it's breaking above right again. This is an extremely bullish shot, and I got my targets at 2200, and I'm going to show you why I have my targets at 2.2k. It's because I have, yeah, I can't remember why. Well, I do remember why. It's because it's the short LC of whatever fib I had on. The problem is I can't remember where I actually put that fib. So let's try to figure that out. So I'm pretty sure that I had the fib drawn up to this high, but I'm not sure where I had the bottom. Let's see. Right, so I'm not sure which one it was, but maybe, yeah, I gotta find the chart that I actually looked at. I mean, I'll probably have to reconsider that target because it makes no sense if I can't even find the levels I was looking at. I mean, it just makes no sense. Maybe it was this one. Maybe we use that one and this one. No, that makes no sense whatsoever. Yeah, let's just ignore that for a while. But yeah, 2200 is the major area of interest for me on Ethereum for potential take profit. All right, so 1 inch. Another question: is SNX BTC forming head and shoulders pattern? If yes, what is the best price for exit? For exit. Let's see. SNX BTC. Is SNX BTC forming head and shoulders pattern? No, it's not. I don't know what time frame you're referring to, but I probably high time frame. Exit target. Well, I mean, right. So again, you should not be long alts. You should not be trading alts versus Bitcoin when Bitcoin is running, because when you buy an altcoin versus Bitcoin, you're shorting Bitcoin. Would you be shorting Bitcoin now? No, nobody should be shorting Bitcoin now. So you should not be buying altcoins versus Bitcoin. Right? It's very important to remember that whenever you buy an altcoin, you're shorting Bitcoin. Right? Remember that whenever you buy an altcoin versus Bitcoin, you're shorting Bitcoin. Do not short Bitcoin in an uptrend. Maybe do not buy altcoins when Bitcoin is running. Except versus USDT, that's a different story. Good exit. I would exit here most likely. I mean, if you're long on this, you should not be long on this. Good exit. 49.51. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, it's if Bitcoin continues to run, it's not gonna come up here. I'm sorry, man, but it's probably like the trend is down. You just broke this level to the downside. You're not in a good position if you're long on this. You should not be long on this. Right? Could you please review PHBBTC? Yes, I can. All right, so this is like a low sat shitcoin. I don't really know. I think it's just weird shorting something like this, but yeah, I kind of like this, but it needs to reclaim, I'd say, this whole area right here. So the area that's currently being used as resistance should be reclaimed as support. It's in a major daily downtrend. The local trend is up, but it's in a high time frame major downtrend. You should I mean, price has to reclaim the 24 area support for this to this could, you know, would not be long on this. Would absolutely not be long on this. Right, let's see. Rune USDT. Let's see, we got Rune USDT. This is running like crazy. Trend is very strong. Let's see how it's holding up on the daily EMAs. Daily EMAs are looking very good. We're holding the 20 EMA and the daily very nicely here. The EMAs and 4 hour, I don't really know about that, but you know, we have a couple of interesting levels right here. First of all, a major level is going to be this whole area right there, but that's probably too big. It's 17%. But on the, you know, the high time frames, that's the level to watch, really. That's the level to watch. But then of course you have this level 2, which is kind of holding nicely as support right here. So if you want to go long on Rune, or if you are long on Rune, look for, I'd say this move right here might be invalidated when price starts kind of closing 4 hour candles below 4.5, and especially if we see price going below 4 and kind of starting a downtrend. Dodge USDT, shorting it, will it keep dropping? I don't know, man. Like, you guys gotta, like, you have to understand, I don't know what's going on. Like, nobody knows what's going on. Nobody knows anything, right? I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going to happen. Nobody knows what's going on, and nobody knows what's going to happen. And every decent trader knows that anything can happen. Anything can happen, and nobody knows anything about anything. Nobody knows the future of anything. And every good trader knows that all we can do is kind of look for patterns to repeat itself, look for levels of confidence where we might see a bounce. But nobody knows what's going on. Nobody knows if Bitcoin is going to continue up or down. It's just a level of probabilities, and uncertainty is the only fact, right? I mean, yeah, the only thing we know for real in trading is that we don't know anything about trading, really, or about price action, where it's going up or down. So if somebody says, like, I predict price to go here, like, yeah, sure, I predict, you know, I predict price to do whatever is necessary for price to do, and I predict price to follow the high probability setups. Like, I can't really predict anything. What I can do, however, is looking at Rune, I can say that because of the fact that this level has been respected as support, it's, in my opinion, a higher probability to see price go higher because the trend is up. And when the trend is up, it's going to continue to trend up until the trend is no longer up. So as long as the trend is up, I'm going to be looking for higher targets. And as soon as the trend is down, I'm going to be looking for lower targets. Now, the problem with this is nobody knows when the trend is going to end. Now, the trend might be ending right here. So I can't really predict price to go higher because I don't know when the trend is going to end. And it's very important to remember that, right? Anybody who tells you that price is going to hit this level, if they tell you that with absolutely certainty, they're not it's most likely not coming from a trader, right? I can see all these YouTube influencers kind of screaming about price targets and like it's going to come here, and then they go back and they kind of look at a winner and they're like, look, I told you it's gonna go higher. Now it went higher. I predicted this, and I told you exactly what was going to happen. And that's just bullshit. That's absolutely bullshit. Nobody knows anything, and only the best traders understand that trading is a game of basically we're gamblers with a small edge, right? We're just speculating with a small edge, right? That's just it. We don't know anything. Right, BNB, Rune USDT, BNB USDT. Yeah, I mean, how the fuck am I supposed to short this? This is not even a trend. This is just one candle. I feel like, oh man, what the fuck happened here? I mean, yeah. So BNB just went 10x. That's absolutely stupid. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's going on here. When something looks like this, you gotta be watching the lower time frames and kind of look at the lower time frames as if they were high time frames. So in this case, the 1 hour, even the 4 hour, like the 4 hour should probably be viewed as the daily, while the 1 hour, the 4 hour, and the 50-minute, the 1 hour. So BNB, yeah. So I can say this, right? The trend is up. It's up. It's up. It's up. And here's a potential trend reversal, right? And that kind of starts a downtrend. So I would say that, you know, the trend is broken, most likely. I would not go long here. Would not go long here, because I do have a feeling that trend might be broken. Now, what I'm looking for, like, yeah, it's just weird, you know. It's weird. So we are respecting the 382 right there. So, all right, so for the trend to continue, we need to, like, for the trend to continue, we need to reclaim. First, we need to reclaim this level, right? And this might be a good setup, right? Let's say you get a, get a W right here, get that breakout and retest. I would view the fib above, confluent with the all-time highs, as my first trouble area. These lows right here would be my invalidation level. So the trade would look something like this, with a first trouble area at around 1.5, and I would probably hold this up to the minus. Is that the minus 618? Yeah, the minus 618 right there. So yeah, which is pretty crazy, because that's a 65% move to the upside. But yeah, this is most likely how I would view this. A more conservative approach would be to take profit at the 0, which is here, right? So take profit at the 0, and then take profit at the minus 236 right here. Because because this is crypto, like, this is how I would trade it in Forex. I would definitely be okay with a 3R in Forex when taking profits at, the 0 and the 236. But because of the fact that this is crypto, I would probably just pull it up all the way to the minus 618 right there for a 65% move. Maybe take profit at each level. But that's what I'm watching on BNB. But right now, I'm not interested in buying this right now. I would need to see a breaking market structure, a confirmed bounce, a confirmed bottom, anywhere. Right, Dodge USDT. Dodge USDT. Will it keep falling? Will it keep falling? If you have to ask me if it's going to keep falling and you're short, you should probably not be short. I mean, you're short on Dogecoin, which means that you're short because of a specific reason, right? You're short because your short strategy got triggered, right? If that's not the case, you should just be exiting this, right? Do I think Dogecoin is going to continue to drop? Well, it doesn't really look very, very bearish right here. But again, I mean, it's holding the 20 EMA in the daily. We had a, some type of, descending trend line being broken, in this area. Something like this. We had that major breakout right there. And it's now kind of testing that breakout level once again. So I don't know, is it going to go lower? I don't know. Could be forming around the bottom right here and continue higher, which is just weird. But I would not be short this. I would not be short, because it's basically what you're doing right here. It's you're shorting support. If you're shorting right here. Right, Ethereum USDT. Yeah, so Ethereum reclaimed the had a very nice breakout right here. But yeah, I like that. And it has now reclaimed another level on the hourly. So yeah, I think Ethereum is gonna go higher. You know, looking at the trend here, I do kind of expect this trend to hold. If not in a position right now, would not be entering anything here with, you know, considering it being the weekend and everything. I got so many short requests on YouTube. Let's see if I can take a look at them. Let's take a look at XXP. Right, so if you're gonna ask for a short request, you need to like type in the ticker with what pair I'm gonna look at it versus, right? OMG BTC. Yeah, so OMG BTC needs to break and retest the 1,350 area. You know, for higher confirmation, reclaim the 1,500 area. 2,000 sats area should be used as first trouble area, or the first major area of resistance where you should be taking profits. Probably between 1,800 and 2,000 sats should be take profit. I expect this, not expect, but I think it's probable that when this move starts, it's most likely going to hit like 3k sats, which is going to be over 100% move. So yeah, that's OMG. Not going long right here. Needs to see proper confirmation before going long on OMG USD. I'm long Ethereum from the official call from JTrader. What would be support here for Ethereum USDT? Right, support here for USDT would be, that would be yeah, based on this trend right here, support would be the previous range high right here around 1850. But then you have like the on the lower time frames, you have the recent support, which is going to be around 1980 right here, which is looks like it's going to break down. If it breaks down, look for a move back down to the 1860 area. Right. Cardano. Yeah, like I don't know, like you want me to look at ADA BTC or ADA USDT? All right, guys. So you gotta ask yourself, like, why would you want to be shorting crypto right now? Like seriously, shorting crypto right now is it's most likely the most stupidest thing you could ever do. Like who shorts anything right here? You should probably be shorting altcoins versus BTC, maybe. But then what if Bitcoin starts to range up here and you know, a weekend price session coming along? What if Bitcoin kind of cools down here? So crypto is on its biggest run ever. Like ever. And you guys want to short shit. Like, don't you like money? Like I like money, and that's why I'm long Ethereum, I'm long Bitcoin, and I'm very long Link. Imagine if I would short Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Link. I would be poor. Please, if you don't have a very clear idea of what you're doing, if you don't have a very clear setup when shorting, and it's just ticking all the boxes, you got to realize that you're trading against the strongest trend that any financial markets have ever seen, like in the history of financial markets. So just maybe reconsider your short positions on crypto assets right now. You should probably be long only, and you should probably be looking towards Ethereum, Bitcoin, and the shorts that look high time frame bullish. Do not try to short the pumps, because the pumps are going to surprise you. They're going to surprise you because the pumps that have gone 10x might go 10x more tomorrow or next week, because the market cycle we are in, in crypto right now, it's either going to be the top or it's just the beginning, right? And you don't want to be gambling on this. I think if you want to be shorting, at least wait for the market to turn bearish, and you're shorting the most bullish market there is right now. So yeah, maybe we consider shorting. That's that. Right, SXP USDT, let's take a look. Link product sells a ton of tokens, right? Does that matter? Does it matter? I mean, look at this. Who cares? Who cares? We don't really need to. This chart kind of tells you everything you need to know. Any FUD about Link is probably bullshit, because this chart is the most bullish chart you have ever seen in crypto, right? So you don't need fundamental analysis when you get a chart like this. If the chart looks like this, you're supposed to be buying it, right? You're not supposed to be looking for excuses to be shorting this, because you're gonna be down, right? You're gonna be losing money shorting a short like this. I do notice that a lot of beginners, they kind of look at a short like this and I'm like, this looks like it's gone up quite a lot. I'm gonna short this, and that's just the wrong mentality. When you look at a short like this and you're like, well, it's going up, so it's most likely gonna continue up, right? Now, when you have a shot like this, however, this is different. This is different. And when you get a shot like this, you might tell yourself that, all right, so this is going up, but it's going up so fast that I should probably not even be touching it, right? I mean, it kind of makes sense to wait for this right here, and then went on, into the lower time frames, kind of bought the breakout. But right here, right now, probably best is to stay on the sidelines and look for shots that actually make sense. This makes no sense at all. At all. Right, SXP USDT. Yeah, so we're hitting that short LC right there. As you can see here, this trade idea kind of turned out quite nicely. We hit that, goddamn, that perfect retest. Now it might sound like I'm a badass trader because I caught this, but I didn't. I just had this on the chart and forgot to set alerts, because I'm just a shitty person like that. I forget to set alerts and I open up the chart like I do. Like I do a lot of short requests, and I open up the chart. I'm like, well, kind of pissed I did not take that entry. Anyway, SXP USDT would not be going long here because of the fact that it's just now hitting the major short LC right here. This is where you're most likely going to get a reversal, if you're going to get a reversal. However, the 4-hour trend, the daily trend, the 4-hour trend is looking absolutely beautiful here, and you're kind of retesting that level right here. Well, not really, but it's holding the 4-hour 20 EMA right here. Would expect a move back down to the 50 EMA or the 100 EMA in the 4-hour, but that level right here, very important level. I will be watching the 2.850 level as a major support area if you want to go long. But yeah, need to take some profits at 3.5 most likely, so a tight stop loss. Right, so we got a question here about Link. Someone who missed the entry from the official call. Would it be stupid to chase right now? Yeah, I can't really remember where the entry was. Was that yeah, I can't remember where the entry was, but yeah, most likely stupid to chase now. Most likely not the best idea. I don't think I don't think the risk to reward right here is decent. Honestly, you might be able to get in like a 3-yard trade or something like that, but I don't think the risk to reward here is that good. Right here, however, on that break and return line, that's better. 33, 34. Oh, link. Sorry, I'm looking at the Ethereum chart. Sorry, yeah, link. That was actually my setup, so I should know. No, I don't think it's I don't think it's a bad idea to chase this one. However, we got to you gotta make a new setup, right? But when making a new setup, you have to take into consideration the stop loss that we have on this setup right here. So let's go to the hourly right here, and we'll look at this move right here. It's kind of, you know, it's reclaiming a level right here quite nicely, so I like that. That's a, you know, strong price action right here. Strong price action. Now, if you want to enter right here, your setup would most, I mean, you're gonna enter here where you would your let's say you take profit up here, or even, you know, even all the way up here, because why not? Why not? Now, but let's use that one because we want a decent risk reward. Now the stop loss probably needs to be below the entry on the old one. So the setup is not going to be as clear, as clean, as good, and the risk to reward is going to be way worse. But it's not, I mean, it's not a terrible idea. But I would probably not take that trade. Probably not take that trade. Alright guys, so time is almost running out for me here. So let's do some more short requests here. And we're gonna take a couple more short requests. But in 5 minutes I have to kinda quit the stream. Unfortunately. But let's take a look at Wi-Fi USDT. Let's take a look at ADA USD, ADA BTC, and LTC USDT, and KCS USDT. Can you please show how you draw the fibs on the 15-minute with WBTC entry conflict with the touch of it? It's just from the low to the high. Just that simple. Low to the high. Just from the low to the high of whatever move you want to measure. Low to the high if you want to measure, you know, the bullish fibs. Wi-Fi USDT is looking beautiful right here. I like this. I would expect, I mean, we have a decent support area right here. If this can hold as support, we're most likely going higher. I think the chart is a bit choppy. I don't really see a very clear structure right here, but it's kind of making sense. Yeah, it looks good. If this level can hold as support, I would go long. Would it stop? Probably somewhere below that area. So that would what I would be looking at. So go long around 3,250 with a stop loss somewhere below 3,800. No, 3,080. Right, LTC probably versus USDT. Yeah, so I like this. So this was just an idea we looked at the other day. If you want to go long at market, this is a good idea. But this was a good idea. I think kind of, you know, I like this still, but it's not a good trade. I'm not in this. It's just an idea we looked at yesterday for a continuation to the upside. Right now, I kind of look at the minus 236 right here around 225. I like that. The daily, yeah, it's holding that level quite nicely. Look for a bounce around 225. Look for a bounce around 225 for a move up to at least 280 to 300 area for Litecoin. On a high time frame trade, stop loss needs to be probably below 210. ADA BTC. We're getting a lot of shot requests from ADA. Probably something weird going on here. 4 hour right here. Beautiful, 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 beautiful breakout. Beautiful retest breakout. And let's go long on a break and retest at this level right here. So that's the setup, right? Break, retest, continuation to the upside most likely. That's what I would be looking at. This would most likely be the setup, something like that. Where are we going to take profits? Profit should probably be taken at, let's see, let's use that high or this high or that high, probably that high. Look at that one. Yeah, I mean, this could really run. So let's say, you know, a 85% move to the upside. Let's use that level as a stop loss. Probably. So that's going to be the setup on 88. Break and retest of 2,100 sats. Stop loss below 1,840 for a take profit at 3.8k sats for ADA BTC. Let's take a look at ADA USDT. Whoa. Yeah. Nice. Right, so is this at all-time highs? Is it? Yeah, it might be, right? I think it is. Is it? I don't know. Maybe. Probably. Yeah, this has to cool down a bit. Maybe, you know, see retest at 1.05. I don't know. Like, it needs to cool down. It needs to see a slight retrace. It's been going up too much to enter right here. We need to see a new higher low being formed, right? We can enter after the higher low. Let's take a look at KCS. 1.33 is all-time high for AD. Yeah, it's probably gonna hit this. It's probably gonna hit all-time highs on this move right here. But the risk reward is not really good here, in my opinion. The ADA BTC pair looks much better. KCSUSDT. Holy fuck. I shorted this the other day. I'll look for that move. Yeah, yeah, if we get reacted here, look for a bounce at 3.5, the 3.2 to 3.5 area. This area right here. Alright guys. I'm done for today. I got some stuff to do before I head to bed. And yeah, so I'm doing a new webinar on Monday. So Monday, Tuesday, I'm doing webinars. So join me in the webinars. If you're watching on YouTube and you're not members already, go to webinars.com and check out the free trial. You can join that free trial and check out my webinars on Monday and Tuesday, where we're gonna take a look at, most likely I'm gonna do a scan of the altcoin market, and we're gonna see if we can actually find a trade setup to post as an official call. Right now, I don't like trading on the weekends, honestly. It's just I've noticed that my win rate is just lower, and the probability of, you know, breakouts being fake outs and weird choppy price action is just much higher on the weekends. I find it just much safer not to trade crypto on the weekends. Just like I'd take a break from trading Forex on the weekends because the markets are closed. So I kind of had to take a break. All right, guys. Thanks for joining, everyone. And yeah. So I might be doing these regularly on the YouTube. Like maybe shorter ones, not as much educational value as the ones for the birdnest, but maybe short quests and stuff like that. All right, guys. Remember to hit a like, subscribe to the channel if you like this stuff, and take care. See you guys next time.